the shot. His line of sight was briefly blocked by a beautiful woman. Staying professional, he quickly adjusted his scope back to the target, but his instincts betrayed him. He couldn't resist stealing another glance. Realizing this distraction was dangerous, he took a deep breath and checked his watch. Heart rate, 65, perfect condition. Tightening his grip on the trigger, he focused entirely on the target, ready to deliver a flawless kill shot. After all, he had never failed before. His sights were locked in. With full confidence, he pulled the trigger. But in the most unbelievable twist, the woman stepped in front of the bullet at the last second. The assassin instantly prepared to fire a second shot, but the curtains were pulled shut, leaving him without a clear target. Mission failed. Sensing trouble, he dismantled his rifle, packed up his gear, and vanished into the night. Stepping onto the street, he flagged down a taxi and headed straight for the airport. Before going inside, he casually tossed his last firearm into a trash bin. Just as he was about to board his flight, his phone rang. It was his employer. The voice on the other end was cold and demanding, questioning how he could have failed. Worse yet, the client who ordered the hit wasn't going to let it slide. Carl knew the rules. When assassinating high-profile targets, failure often meant the assassin became the next target. Now he was likely being hunted from both sides. Without hesitation, he crushed his phone, removed the SIM card, and stomped it into pieces, eliminating any chance of being tracked. Even as he boarded the plane, Carl remained on high alert. That's when he noticed a man wearing sunglasses, seated a few rows ahead, occasionally glancing in his direction. Carl's instincts flared. Was he being watched? The moment the plane landed, Carl used a fake identity to book an immediate transfer flight. But when he reached the connecting terminal, the same man was there, waiting. Carl's suspicions were confirmed. He was being followed. Refusing to take chances, he canceled his flight and rebooked for the next morning, checking into an airport hotel for the night. The next day, he boarded another flight and finally arrived at his destination. Retrieving his pickup truck, he began the long drive home. Taking unpredictable routes, weaving through forests, open fields, and deserted highways, he made sure he wasn't being tailed. After crossing half the city, he reached his secluded residence in the countryside. But just as he approached his house, something felt off. Footprints in the dirt. Someone had been here. Carl's instincts screamed danger. Without hesitation, he returned to his truck, retrieved his backup firearm, and silently vaulted over the fence. Moving swiftly, he took cover behind the bushes, keeping his eyes locked on the house. More footprints, and this time, they led inside. His worst fears were confirmed. Someone had broken in. Carl searched every corner of the house, checking every room, but the intruders were nowhere to be found. The only evidence left behind was overturned furniture and bloodstains on the floor, clear signs of a struggle. Frantically, Carl called his wife's phone. She answered, but her voice was weak. She had been severely injured and was in the hospital. Through pained breaths, she explained, a man and a woman had broken into the house and attacked her. Carl's fists clenched. Without wasting a second, he arranged for her transfer to a private hospital for safety. Then, he grabbed a shovel and began digging. As a top-tier assassin, Carl had hidden emergency supplies all over his property. Now,